Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am the Gifted Oracle. Tonight, we're going to be pulling cards for each individual sign to see what we need to release during this full moon. So, this full moon is nicknamed the Beaver moon, and apparently, when it was named a long time ago, it was named because this is the time where beavers basically hibernate. They seek shelter or whatever for the winter. So that just makes me think of whatever we're walking into now during this season, during the next 3 months, whatever we're trying to manifest, whatever we're working on. This is the time for us to like really hone in on what it is we're trying to manifest. And then when spring comes, we'll begin to see the fruits of our labor for the next 3 months. Whatever we're putting work in, wherever we're putting work in for the next 3 months, will begin to show in the spring. So just like around this time of year, the trees lose their leaves, and then in the spring they get new leaves. So we all know that the full moon is all about what you need to release. So for each individual sign, I'll pull a card to show what it is that we need to release and what advice Spirit has for us in regards to releasing those things. So I hope you all get some type of clarity or insight on whatever you have going on at the moment from this reading. So don't forget to comment down below and let me know if this resonated or if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to my channel, because when you subscribe to the channel, it puts your energy in my cards, and then hopefully the next reading will resonate for you if this one didn't. So we're gonna jump right in. We're gonna start with Capricorn and work our way all the way down. We're gonna see what as a collective we need to release. And again, because this is a general reading for each sign, it might not be resonating with everyone. Just take what applies and ignore the rest. But I thank you for joining me. Okay, so first we're going to start with the sign of Capricorn. Spirit, what does Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Capricorn, what does Capricorn need to release during this full moon? What does the sign of Capricorn need to release? All right. So, Capricorn, you actually got two cards. The first one is surrender your desire to control people. And it reads, being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. And then the next one is surrender to trust. Trust yourself in your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So for Capricorn, Capricorns do have the tendency to be controlling, but I don't think it's in a manner of trying to belittle people. I think Capricorn, when you're controlling, you're natural leaders. You want to step up to the plate and you want to make sure everything runs smoothly, and everybody, especially the people that you care about, you want to make sure everybody is succeeding, doing well, taken care of. And sometimes you tend to feel like my way is the best way. But I think at this time, you need to let go of that mindset. That during this new moon, you need to release thinking that your way is the only way or the best way. You need to trust in spirit, and that spirit is leading you in the right way, and that you can release. You can back off a little bit and allow other people to show you their way. Like compromise, basically. You need to surrender and trust that the people that you have around you can handle themselves, that you've taught them well, that you don't have to always be the one stepping up and controlling the situation. Trust that spirit is not going to allow you to fall in the trap of, basically nobody is going to be able to lead you down the wrong path, because your intuition is strong and spirit is guiding you to know where to go and where not to go. So you can step back and trust other people to control certain situations or to take the lead on certain things without it being to your demise. Like, just trust your gut, trust spirit, like relax, 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 relax. I think that the more you surrender your desire to control people and situations, you'll find that you're able to relax more. And when you're able to relax more, you're able to manifest more. Like, you're too high strung. You need to chill out. And then the advice card is purity. Like, go back to a space, Capricorn, where you felt innocent, childlike, like have fun, chill out. Trust that everything is going to be okay, and that, like I said, you can take a break. Clear your thoughts, purify your mind. Everything is going to be fine, but you have to take a breather and clear your mind, cleanse yourself, because this card is like pretty much all white, and it's like clarity, purity, freedom. Like, take a break. Let somebody else do the hard work for once. Trust that everything is going to be okay, and you don't have to be the one that's always worried about everything, Capricorn. All right. So now we're going to move to Aquarius. Spirit, what does the sign of Aquarius need to remove? I say remove. Well, yeah, pretty much. Remove, release. Because that's what we're supposed to be doing, releasing things during this full moon. So let's see what the sign of Aquarius needs to release, spirit. What does Aquarius need to release? Oh, Aquarius, you got 2 cards too. The first one is surrender your resentments. It says, holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. And the second one says, surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So, Aquarius, you're not always right. And I'm talking to myself because I'm an Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius, you're not always right. And you can't hold resentment towards people because they don't see things the way that you see them. Even if you're doing it out of love, saying things to people out of love, because people tend to come to Aquarius or talk to Aquarius because they need their advice. Well, let me say, they come to you to vent, but sometimes we tend to offer our advice, and sometimes people don't want the advice. They don't want the advice, but your ego can be bruised when people don't want your advice or when people don't take your advice. And that's okay. It's okay, because not everybody always wants your opinion. Sometimes they just need a shoulder to cry on. So sometimes just listen. Just sit back and listen. Take it easy. Listen. It's not always about you. It's not always about what you think is best or what you think this person should do or what they need to do. Be more compassionate. Be more empathetic. Just relax and let go of your ego. You are not I ain't gonna say God, but you're not God. Basically, like, your way is not always, it shouldn't always be your way or the highway, Aquarius. And when people decide to take the highway and not your way, stop being offended, stop being in your feelings. Say and do things out of love, stand by what you say, and practice what you preach. And stop holding resentment towards people, or not talking to people, or giving them the silent treatment because they're not doing what you expect of them. Yes, they come to you for comfort or sometimes even your opinion, but it's still their life to live. And even though you love them, you cannot always expect people to. But that's because Aquarius, most of the time, when they tell somebody something, they're usually right. I ain't gonna say all the time, but a lot of times they're right, because Aquarius people, just like Pisces, are very intuitive and they just know things. And so when that person comes to you and says you were right, it's kind of like, I told you so. Aquarius, stop doing that. Stop saying I told you so, and get out of your ego. Okay, and the card that came out for Aquarius is attraction. So for me, that means, as it relates to surrendering to surrender your ego and surrender resentment, like, you get what you give. You're going to attract what you give. So when you want to cut people off and give them the silent treatment because they're not doing what you want them to do, or they're not handling situations the way you feel like they should handle it, when they turn around and do the same thing to you, you can't get upset. You put yourself in that position. So be the friend, be the lover, be the mentor, be with the person that you would need that person to be for you, basically. I hope that made sense. But yeah, be the person that you would like to have in your corner. Think about that before you give somebody your unsolicited advice, or when somebody just needs an ear to listen, just be that ear, so that in turn, when it's your turn to need an ear, that person, or just anybody period, can be that ear for you. All right, Aquarius. Moving right along to Pisces. Let's see what Pisces needs to release during this new moon. I keep saying new moon, full moon. It's a full moon, and she is beautiful. If y'all haven't, because it started last night. Like, the moon was gorgeous last night. So if you get a chance, go out and see the moon. Since it is a full moon, don't forget to go out and put your crystals out. If you use crystals, or make some moon water. All right, Pisces. Spirit, what does Pisces need to release? What does Pisces need to release, Spirit? Okay, that was fast. Pisces, this says you need to surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. So what this says for me is, Pisces, because this lady has a blindfold on. She has a blindfold and she's just wandering around aimlessly. And Pisces are the daydreamers of the zodiac. They daydream a lot. They believe in fairy tales. They're very whimsical and romantic. I'm not going to say all Pisces, but a lot of them are. And so you tend to want to sleep the day away, or, and I don't literally mean sleep, but you want to, if something feels too stressful for you, you want to dream it away. It's like, okay, my eyes are closed. Da, 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 I don't hear you. I don't see you. Da, da, da. You want to continue to live in your fantasy world. You want to continue to live in your dream world, and hope that everything will just go away when you wake up. When you open your eyes, whatever bad is going on is going to be, taken care of once you wake up. Instead of working to find a solution, You'd rather just deny that the solution is, deny that the situation is even going on. So for you during this full moon, you need to release procrastinating and not making a decision about certain things, certain people. You need to just face things head on. You need to face things head on and not turn a blind eye to situations that are currently going on in your life. And again, the attraction card came out for you as well. But in this instance, I think the attraction card is you're going to attract more problems by continuing to stay in denial about certain people in certain situations. I'm really getting people. Like it's some people around you, Pisces, right now that you need to release during this new moon. I keep saying new moon, full moon. During this full moon, you need to release these people that no longer deserve to be in your space. Like, you're not attracting the things that you want. You're not manifesting the things that you want. Or that spirit has waiting for you because of these people that are in your life, but you're in denial. Like, you got the blindfold on because you know that this person or these people need to be cut out of your life, and you're choosing to turn a blind eye to it because you care about these people, you love these people or person, but they gotta go. And if it's not people, it's behaviors. It's behaviors. But either way, you can't manifest what Spirit has for you if you don't begin to release these things. All right, Pisces. All right. So now we're going to see what Aries needs to release. Aries, what you got going on? What you need to release? Spirit, what does Aries, I'm on the rise, need to release during this full moon? Everybody getting 2 cards except for Pisces so far. All right, Aries. So yours, the first one is surrender to defensiveness. And it says defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, and then offer a clear, non-defensive response. And then surrender to your soul's path. Your life's journey has been perfectly designed for your soul's growth. Embrace every lesson at every moment. So this sounds like Aries, the surrender to defensiveness. Because y'all are like, y'all ready to pounce on people. You are, at this time, instead of hearing people out, you don't talk to, how does the saying go? You talk to respond. You don't talk to listen. You don't have a conversation to listen. You have a conversation to respond. Like, you don't give the other person a word in edgewise because you want to be heard. You want to be heard. And then when somebody says something, when you do let people speak and they say something that you don't want to hear, you become defensive. And that's stopping you, Aries, from furthering your getting further on your path. You have a path that's predestined for you, a path of greatness, but you're not getting any further on your path until you release the need to be right, the need to be defensive, and allow people, because sometimes people are giving you sound advice, or people are giving you information that's needed to further your career, further your ascension process, just to, sow into you to make you a better you. But you're not getting that information because you are so defensive. So you need to release the need to be so defensive with everybody. And the card that came out for you is pleasure. Like, what I get from this is It's okay to have fun. It's okay to let your hair down. Relax a little bit. Relax a little bit and stop being so defensive. You can have pleasurable moments and have a good time with those around you, but you have to find a balance. It's because you're work, and because you're always working, you're always on edge and always stressed. Relax a little bit, have a little bit of fun, and maybe if you have a little bit of playtime, when it is time to be serious, you're not so uptight and you can get the information that you need to get in order to move your ascension process along. All right, Aries. So now we are moving on to the sign of Taurus. What does Taurus need to release during this full moon, spirit? What does the sign of Taurus need to release? What does Taurus need to release, spirit? What does Taurus need to release? Oh. All right, Taurus, this says you need to surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So, Taurus, this tells me that you are fearful. Like everything is just waiting for you. Abundance is on the other side of fear, but you're letting your fear stifle you. Like it's okay. It's okay to have a little bit of fear. We're human. Like all of us have some type of fear, but don't let your fear stop you. Stop looking back at the past. The past is the past for a reason. The past has probably been hard for you. You've had some heartbreak and some disappointments, but those heartbreaks and disappointments have also helped you along the way to develop you into the person that you are. So appreciate the past, but don't stay stuck in the past. Like it's okay to move on from the past in order to get this success that's waiting for you. This says the void. And see how that person is just laying there? You're so stuck on the feeling of the lack that you had in the past, the lack of finances, the lack of love. You just always felt like something was missing because of the tumultuous past that you've had. But it's no need for you to have that, fill that void anymore, because God is ready to give you back everything that you lost tenfold. Like abundance is right. Like this is night. When the sun comes out, your abundance is coming in, Taurus. So it's okay to surrender to success. It's okay to embrace it, because I think you feel like it could be snatched away. It could be snatched away and end you right back to where you were before. But that's not always the case. Like I said, we're entering a whole new cycle as a collective, and all the things that we've endured in the past, it's a clean slate. It's a clean slate. We're like the fool in the zodiac. You know, the fool is number 0, where it's like a reset button, and that's the cycle that we're all entering into. So towards that lack and that void is in the past. Success is coming, so embrace it. All right, so that was Taurus. Now we're going to Gemini. Gemini, what do you need to release during this full moon? Spirit, what does Gemini need to release? What does Gemini? Gemini, it says you need to surrender to silence which I know is hard for Gemini because Geminis are the communicators of the zodiac. Okay, it says in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So, Gemini, because you are a great communicator, I feel like you're having the conversations with spirit, God, source, the divine, however you want to call it. You're having conversations. You're going to the Most High in prayer, or just having just general conversations, and you're expressing your feelings, you're expressing your needs, your wants, all of that. But you're not being quiet enough to listen. And that's the thing. When we go to spirit in prayer and ask for help, and, not that spirit doesn't already know what we got going on, but just like with any relationship, just like you talk, you have to listen. And I think this is calling for you to be more silent to hear the answers, because the answers don't just come like as soon as you ask or as soon as you speak your needs or whatever. You have to meditate and just be quiet and listen for the answers. And I think during this full moon, Gemini, you need to release your go, 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 go mentality and just relax and sit and chill in complete silence and just listen. Go out in nature, spend some time by the water, spend some time in a park. Like, just get in tune with nature and listen to the answers that spirit has for you, because he's talking to you. He's trying to get messages across to you, but your mind is so busy and your mouth is so busy that you're not quiet long enough in order to get the answers that you need. Some of you, the only answers that you're able to get are in your dreams, but again, they're dreams. So either you don't know how to interpret the messages that are in your dreams, or you forget your dreams or whatever. But yeah, just go out in nature and be silent. I said be silent. Be silent is what I meant. And then the card you got is darkness. Yeah, so I feel like it'll be beneficial to you to meditate at night, or pay attention to your dreams. Like I said, spirit is trying to contact you through your dreams. He's illuminating things to you in your dreams. So pay attention to your dreams. Keep a dream journal beside your bed. So if you awake in the middle of the night, because I know for me sometimes I wake up a couple times during the night, but when I wake up in the morning, finally, I don't always remember, all my dreams. So when I wake up in the middle of the night, if I remember something, even if it's just a word, a phrase, something, write it down, because later you can go back and piece them all together, because it might not be a message just in one dream. It might be a couple dreams that you have, but you can piece them back together, piece everything together and get the message that you're trying to get. So Gemini, pay attention to your dreams, as well as meditate more and get out in nature, and you'll get the answers that you're looking for. Okay, so that was Gemini. Now we're going to move on to the sign of Cancer. Spirit, what does Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising need to know? What do they need to release? What does the sign of Cancer need to release during this full moon? What does Cancer need to release for this full moon, Spirit? All right, Cancer. It says you need to surrender to joy. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling. During both the hard and the easy times, keep surrendering to more joy. So Cancer, stop sulking. Like, we're all going through some stuff. Um, you could have recently lost a loved one. You could have recently lost a job. Um, maybe a relationship. So you've possibly gone through some loss, and it has you down, because Cancers are big on family and relationships and love and stuff like that. So that's, it's making me think that the people around you are the source of your sadness. And it's okay to be sad, but you can't stay there, Cancer. You have to get up, get out the bed, and find at least one good thing to be joyous about every day. Like, and watch your thinking and your speaking, how you think and speak to yourself, Cancer. Surrender to negative talk. Don't talk bad to yourself or about yourself, or, you know, because sometimes we have the habit of saying things like, oh, today is going to be a bad day, or this has been the worst year ever, or nothing good ever happens to me. Stop the negative self-talk, the negative thinking, Cancer. Just find the joy in life. Find the little things like, oh, these flowers are beautiful. Oh, it's a gorgeous moon outside tonight. Or, you know, I woke up today. I already feel better today than I did yesterday. Like, find the little things to be joyous about. Play your favorite songs, watch your favorite movie. Like, do little things that are going to bring you joy, and eventually it will change your perspective on what's going on currently. But yeah, surrender to joy, Cancer. And don't let other people's emotions get to you. I know we can be, some of us are empaths, so we pick up on other people's emotions and things like that. But yeah, pleasure came out for you as well. Do things that bring you pleasure. Instead of sulking and thinking about the negative aspects of what's going on around you right now, transmute that energy and turn it into pleasure. Do things that put a smile on your face. And even if you have to do those things by yourself, it's fine. You have to you can't expect people external to you to bring you this joy. You have to find this joy within yourself and make yourself happy and do what's best for you, even if that doesn't include these people that have made you feel like there's no joy in your life. All right, Cancer. All right, that was Cancer. So now we're going to do Leo spirit. What does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to release? What does Leo need to release? Spirit, what does Leo need to release on this full moon? Surrender stress, Leo. Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So, Leo, that's self-explanatory. Like, relax a little bit. Do some yoga, do some walking, get in the gym. Like, stress will kill you, literally. So, you would probably benefit from doing some early morning meditation. Some early morning meditation, getting out into nature. But you need to release this stress. And I think this is self-imposed stress. I think that Leo, you believe that you've set the bar for yourself to be what you think is perfect. as far as looks, as far as your dress, as far as your work, as far as being a great provider, like the perfect, I hear artists, like somebody might be an artist, whether it's a music artist or whatever, but you're strive, not to say you shouldn't strive high, you should definitely set goals and things for yourself, but it's okay. Stop being so hard on yourself, Leo, is what I'm saying. Stop being so hard on yourself. You're your own worst critic. So while you're putting all this stress on you to be the best that you can be and to stand out above the rest, nobody else is looking at you as bad as you're looking at yourself. So this stress is going to start to affect you in every area of your life. And that's why the balance card came out for you. It's fine to aim high and be the best, Leo, but at the same time, there has to be some type of balance. There, you need to balance mind, body, and soul. Like your mind, your body, and your soul all need to be on one accord in order for you to de-stress. So like I said, you would benefit from some meditation, journaling, like being out in nature. But you need to find some type of relaxing activity to bring your stress level down. Yeah, so Leo, for this full moon, you need to release stress and release trying to be the best at everything, because it's going to be somewhere where you're going to fall short, and that's okay. Stop beating yourself up. Like, don't be so hard on yourself. All right, Leo. All right, Virgo, you're up. Let's see what the Virgos need to release. Virgo, what do you need to release for this full moon? Okay, Virgos. Surrender to receiving love, to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So, Virgo, I'm getting kind of like Capricorn. You always want to control the situation, and take care of everybody else, nurture everybody else, making sure the kids have their lunch, making sure your husband or your wife has their car keys and their clothes are ironed, making sure your mother gets to the doctor when she's supposed to get to the doctor, making sure the animals are fed. Like, and then when people offer you their help, you're like, no, I got it. Because it's better to do it yourself than to have others do it for you. But stop doing that, because like Leo, you're going to stress yourself out. You're going to stress yourself out, and then you're going to be in a space of nobody ever helps me. I'm always doing this by myself. It's because you want to do it by yourself. Like, you're not allowing people to offer you the love and support that you give out. Let somebody be there for you for once, and it's okay to ask for that help. Don't feel like it's a weakness to ask for help. Sometimes you have to be vulnerable. Sometimes you have to be vulnerable, and you look at it as a bad thing, Virgo, when it's not a bad thing to be vulnerable. Sometimes in our most vulnerable state is when we get the things that we need the most. So surrender to not allowing people to be there for you, Virgo. You have to allow people to be there for you, because if you don't allow people to be there for you, you're going to crumble. You're going to crumble, and ultimately you're going to end up alone. I know that sounds kind of harsh, right? But I didn't mean like that, but I meant like you don't want to be stuck alone doing everything on your own for the rest of your life. Because then when you get to the point where you're not able to do things for yourself, people are not going to want to help then, because it's almost like, oh, I'm not asking Virgo because they never let me help them anyway. So I felt like I was rambling just now. Sorry, Virgo. So the card that you got is trust. So trust that people know how to nurture you. See you in this bubble, and this little bird is looking after you, and this bird up here is protecting you. So trust that the people love you, and people want to help you, and they want to nurture you and do. You can rest. You can sit your ass down and take a nap, chill, watch one of your favorite shows, go get a mani pedi, do whatever, and allow somebody to pay for your mani and pedi. Allow somebody to pick up the kids from daycare while you go do that. Yeah, just trust that people have your back and that people love you, and it's not an ulterior motive, because I think that's why you have an issue with receiving support and love, because you one, you have to do things the right way, which is your way, and two, because you think people have ulterior motive. But not all people are bad people, and not everybody has an ulterior motive, Virgo. So trust that it's okay to allow others in, and you don't always have to be the strong one. All right, Virgo. So now we have Libra. The lovely sign of Libra is next. Spirit, what does Libra need to release on this full moon? What does Libra need to release? Uh-oh, that came out fast. I'm not surprised, because Libra is an air sign, and they got surrender obsessive thinking. Libra, chilled out. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. I am also an air sign, and I also overthink, so I get it. But sometimes you have to do things that takes your mind off of these things that you're obsessing about. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if the pleasure card didn't come out for Libra too, because you have to find things that bring you pleasure, or because that will help you to take your mind off of obsessively thinking. And Libra, you're so focused on something. I almost feel like it's a person. If it's not a person, I feel like you're obsessing over your next move. Now, whether that next move is with a person or just in life general, I feel like you don't know what move you want to make. You know there's a move that needs to be made, but you don't know what that move is. And you're focusing on like the pros and cons. You're weighing your pros and cons, because you're moving like you're playing chess and not playing checkers. But Libra, relax, because you keep overthinking it and overthinking it, so much so that you're not making a move. You're just focused on what the outcome could be, and you have to start living in the moment. See, I don't make this stuff up, because look what card came out, action. Yeah, you so focused on the plan instead of just acting. And sometimes you have to move even in fear. Sometimes when you're fearful, that's the best time to act, because your adrenaline is going. And sometimes when your adrenaline is pumping, it makes you do things that you would never do if you were otherwise like chill. So yeah, Libra, it's time for you to release fear. It's time for you to release this obsessive thinking, because this obsessive thinking is going to keep you stuck. You're never going to move if you keep obsessing over what to do instead of actually doing something. All right, Libra. All right. So that was Libra. Now we're going to move right on into Scorpio. I was about to say it's Scorpio season, but no, it's not. It's Sagittarius season. So we are going to do Scorpio. Scorpio. I hope these cards aren't too loud when I'm shuffling them. Oh, okay. Scorpio says you need to surrender to spirit. Once you've done everything you can do to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. So Scorpio, you need to have faith. You've done all you can do. Scorpio, I feel like you keep going in circles because you've lost faith. You're in a space where it's always why me, why this, why. I don't understand. I don't understand why this is not working for me. I don't understand. And it's because your ego is still in this situation. You think it's all about you and what you can do and what you've done and what you have, and no, you have to incorporate God, spirit, source, the divine, the most high, your ancestors. You got to incorporate all that in your life. Again, it's cooperation between mind, body, and spirit. Like, it all has to be aligned. It all has to be balanced. And once you start to incorporate your faith in the situation, whatever that situation might be, just in your daily life period, once you surrender to spirit and allow spirit to move in your life, then you'll start to see the results that you're looking for. But until you do that, you're going to be at a standstill. And the card that came out for you is assessing. Again, you're assessing everything that's going on in your life right now, trying to figure out why it's not moving. You're looking up to the stars. Like, now you're starting to question God. Like, okay, God, I did this, and this. Why isn't things working how I plan for them to work? And it's because it's not how you want things to work. It's all about divine timing. And how can divine timing be at play when you're not even trusting spirit? You think you can handle everything and you're in control of everything, when at the end of the day, spirit is in control. And until you learn how to trust spirit, things are going to continue chasing your tail, trying to figure out why things are not working for you. So Scorpio, my suggestion is that you learn how to take your ego out of the situation and how to bring spirit into the situation more. Not to say you don't believe in spirit or have faith, but it's not, your faith is not as strong as you like to think it is. And until you bring balance, incorporate spirit in your life and bring more balance, that's when you'll start to see things turn for you for the best. All right, Scorpio. And last and not least, the birthday people. We're going to see what Sagittarius needs to release for this full moon. Y'all, and don't forget to go out and look at the moon tonight, because it is gorgeous. What the Sagittarius needs to release, Spirit? What the Sagittarius needs to release on this full moon? The Sagittarius needs to release, Spirit. What the Sagittarius needs to release? Uh-oh. Lord. All right. Let me shuffle these cards again because Sagittarius, are you confused? Because everybody else's cards was just popping out. Sagittarius like, nope, not me, not easy. It's my birthday. All right, Sagittarius. What do you need to release? Something wants to pop out. All right. Surrender to the magic of who you are. Sagittarius, you the bomb. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are magical. You are a magical being with a uniqueness, worth that come from just being you. I sounded crazy when I read that. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that come from just being you. Okay, that's better. So what I see from this Sagittarius is you stop selling yourself short. Like, you are the bomb, and you were not meant to live an average life. Like, your life is more than just taking care of the household, going to work and coming home and sitting in the house doing nothing. Like, I mean, not to say you're not doing nothing, but figure out what you're passionate about, Sagittarius, and do something different. Like, you are the bomb. You are fiery and passionate and loving and nurturing. And I don't know if somebody around you is making you feel like you're not magical as fuck, but you need to get out of that thinking. You need to get out of that thinking and rise to the occasion, because it's a lot the Spirit wants to do in your life, but you can't keep downplaying yourself. It's like, it's negative self-talk, and it's people around you that are making you feel like you can't have it all. Like, it's things that you want, but it's almost like you're self-conscious, or you know, at this time your self-esteem is low. So during this new moon, you need to release feeling like you're not good enough, because you definitely are good enough. And whatever it is that you're wanting to do, Sagittarius, you can do it. You just gotta focus. Focus on the transformation that you want. Focus on staying above water. Focus on not allowing your self-esteem to be lowered by other people's words or what other people think about you. Like, focus on the shit that you want to do, Sagittarius, and do it, because you can do it. I mean, Spirit is telling you, yes, do it, do it, do it. Because I don't know if y'all can see how she's looking all down in the dumps. Like, I don't think I could do it. Like, she's down on herself. But then it looks like, I don't know if that's a unicorn or what kind of animal that is. But it looks like they're in the back pushing her, like nudging her. Like, something is nudging you to do something better and to want better for yourself. But you're like, no, I can't do it. F that, Sagittarius. Get out there and do it. Focus. Focus on that change you want to make, that transformation you want to make, and do it. You need to release that BS and get on your stuff, get on your grind. And for the next 3 months, grind until you see the fruits of your labor. All right, so that was it, Sagittarius. And that is it for my readings for the full moon. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if you received that message and if it was for you. Let me know if you like, dislike, or whatever. And I thank you again for joining my channel. Don't forget to like, click, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Talk to you soon. Later.